Hi everybody, this is Dawn from Crafting on the Green, starting with my first tutorial for you. Today we'll be using the Beauty Abounds Cling stamp set from Stampin Up. Absolutely beautiful stamp set. It's got some gorgeous backgrounds, pretty butterflies and some beautiful sayings. I'm starting with a nice easy to put together card. I hope you like it. The card today is going to be just a simple for you card, just for somebody that you might be thinking of, just to say hello, especially with the situation as it currently is. So it's just using two colours. We're going for Coastal Cabana and Gorgeous Grape. I think they work very well together. And then on the inside there's just a nice simple bubble effect, just to give it something. So this is what we're going to be making. So I've already pre-cut the strips that we're going to start with. So we've got the Gorgeous Grape is at 5 13/16 long by 2 3/4 high. The Whisper White is also 5 13 inches long, 5 13/16, apologies, but this is by 2.5. So we've got this background to decorate, which will be layered onto the Gorgeous Grape. So to start with, I'll take the Gorgeous Grape. I do love this colour. And I've got the nice long pretty stem with flowers on to decorate the background. So we'll just ink this up, make sure it's got a nice amount of ink on there, and then I'll place one on this part. See, isn't it pretty? And then one going the other direction as well. There we go. So the middle of this is going to be covered up. I have pre-cut out one of the stitch circles from the die. My die machine at the moment is quite noisy, so I thought I'd pre-cut that. However, for the outer circle we are using the 2 1/4 inch punch, and we'll be using Coastal Cabana. Nice and easy. Who doesn't like easy? And to close it up, you just pop the catch back up. So we're going to be putting that on there like so, and then onto the background. So you'll see it covers up quite a bit of the middle. So next I want to add the circles. As you can see, I've done different shades of it. So I'll take the large circle. I've got a piece of scrap paper here just to stamp off on, so that we can get different generations of colour. I shall show you what I mean. So if we load up our stamp, so if you stamp it the first generation, it's a bit darker than if you did the second generation or the third generation. So for this I'm going to use the third generation. So we'll just stamp off another couple of times. It just gives it a nice subtle colour in the background, which, although it's exactly the same colour, the different shades do make a nice difference. There we go. Then I'm going to take the smaller dots, and on this one I'm going to use second generation, so I'll just stamp off once. And then we'll pop that somewhere over there. So I'm just going to give these a quick clean because I want to change colours. So I'll use my trusty stamping cleaning chamois. It looks an absolute state, but it's fantastic at cleaning off the ink from your stamps. There we go. Perfect. So switching over to Coastal Cabana, we want to do more of the same. So I'll take the large stamp, and again I'm going to go for the 3rd generation, and I think I'll pop that, where should we pop that? About there. There we go. And then again with the small one I'm going to go for the 2nd generation. And we'll just scoot that one in there. As I say, I'm avoiding the centre for the most part because there's not much point popping it there. Right, so that's the background done. Nice and easy, and you can see how all the dots can look together. They're quite cool. So next we want to stick this, or stamp on this first. I'm going to go with the For You stamp, as you saw, and I shall use Gorgeous Grape. There we go. So with this, it doesn't matter too much if you don't get it right in the centre. Because we're going to be adding some butterflies, you can make it look like it's meant to be where it is. Right, and then we're going to stick that down. I'm using Tombow glue here. It's a fantastic multi-purpose glue. There we go. Pop that in the middle just so it gives it a little rim of Coastal Cabana around the outside. Okay, so I'm going to stick this onto here, and then we'll stick the circle on top. So they should be the same length, just ever so slightly shorter than each other. There we go. See now having the background, how it makes it all pop a lot more. It's fantastic. Now we'll stick this on. Oh, they're evading me today. Okay, somewhere in the middle. I think that's about central. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do before I add on the butterflies is I'm going to pop it onto my base card. So I've got this in Coastal Cabana. This is 5 13/16 wide. It's one sheet of A4 for the height, which is 4.1. You want to score it out along the middle. And that's inches, 4.1 inches. Oh, I think my glue's running out. There we go. So I'm going to pop this in the middle. Of course, it's up to you if you wanted it to be higher or lower. There we go. So now whilst that's drying, it'll only take a moment. I've got some scrap white here, and I'm going to stamp some butterflies. You could of course do it in Coastal Cabana if you preferred, but I think they look quite striking in the Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so what I will do is just pop this out of the way. So now comes a little bit of fussy cutting. I'm using the Stampin Up snips. They're fantastic little scissors for getting in all the nooks and crannies when you're fussy cutting. Sorry, it's hard to natter while I'm concentrating on cutting out. Okay, oh, there's one. I do love these colours going together. They're both from the Brights collection. So usually if you use any of the colours together from one of the same collections, they work perfectly. Right, now we've done that. This should be nice and dry. So using some dimensionals I've got here, I'll add these on. So I use tweezers especially for the mini dimensionals. It just makes it a little bit easier to pick them up. Add him there. You can go there. Okay, so finally for the front, get rid of the cat hair, I've got the rhinestone basic jewels. These are great, they give just a little bit of bling if I can pick them up. And what card doesn't need bling, huh? Pop that there. There we go. So that's the front of the card. A nice easy one to put together, as I say. Minimal fussy cutting. So now we shall fold this using our bone folder. There we go. Now, as I say, for the inside I just did a little bit of decoration. So I have a piece of Whisper White here which I'm going to stick in. This is 5.5 by 3 13/16 of an inch. Making it quite hard to say that, all these 13/16. So first of all, before we stick it in case we go wrong, as they've got two sides, I'm going to take the large stamp. Need to give it a clean again because I did do it in Coastal Cabana, and we're going back to the gorgeous Grape. There we go. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to do the 3 generations, and then I'm going to take the small dots, give that a clean as well. Just get a bit squeaky, but it is good. So, and then I'm just going to pop some of these on as well, just to fill in the corner. There we go. So it's just got a little bit of detail just to bring something into the card, which I think makes it feel so much better. And we'll take our Tombow and we'll stick this in. The great thing about Tombow is if you don't place it in the correct position straight away, you've got a few seconds just to be able to move it around to make sure you can get it straight. Right, and that is our card. I hope you enjoyed my first tutorial. I'm hoping to bring you many, many more. And if you like what you see, please comment, please subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see or anything you wouldn't like to see, and I will see what I can come up with. All the links to my blog and Facebook, etc. will be in the notes below, as will the dimensions for the card, so you know what to cut and what sizes. And obviously if you'd like to buy anything from today, please head over to my shop. My link will also be below ready, and I'm always happy to advise as well should you want to, should you need anything from me first. So again, thanks for watching. This has been Dawn from Crafting on the Green, and I hope to see you again next time.